responding though. So.
Emily, can you hear Michelle?
Not really. I can't hear it really. I can hear you just fine, but
Yeah,
I can't.
I can't hear her at all.
Yeah, me either.
So Emily, you could hear me earlier. Now you can't hear me?
Well, I can hear you about the same, and it's very, 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 I have to really pay attention, but I can hear Steve just fine.
Yeah. Gary, talk into your microphone.
Emily, can you hear me?
You're about the same level as Michelle.
It's because people wear masks. That's why.
Emily, can you hear me?
You're faint. You're just a little bit louder, but not by much.
Okay. I lean forward.
Lean forward and speak with some oopa.
This? Did that help at all?
Yes.
Well, it might help you, but it doesn't help me. I can't hear them at all.
Steve, turn your sound up.
I did. It's up in the 20s already in my sound. I heard that part.
That's what Emily said. So we'll just pretend we're talking in the CBs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yell.
10-4, big buddy.
So, Steve, did you want to run the meeting or do you want Ron to run the meeting?
I don't know what she said.
She said the meeting, or do you want Ron to run the?
I want Ron to run the meeting because I might start coughing or something. Let him run it.
Okay, Ron, you're it.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor, a second to accept the consent agenda, and we're ready for the vote. All in favor, indicate by saying
Aye.
I.
okay. The second thing would be the department reports. So
It's not coming through. You're just talking loud enough we can hear you.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, just at 1 second. Is it on the right?
Do a step over here and hold this. Oh, there you go. There you go. But it does help to hold it up to your mouth for them.
No. Out of this much, I can hear you this much.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, basically operations are normal. The police car has arrived right next to the PD. If you want to take a look at it, pretty blue. Talked to Day Wireless today, the 17th, the week of the 17th, they're looking at outfitting the cars. So hopefully that date can stand. They're waiting for some equipment to show up. So other than that, that's it. You have didn't make it to the packets, but they're here.
anybody have any questions?
I do. I was just kind of curious. I noticed that there was 3 suspicious circumstances and 1 suspicious vehicle or person. Are those all kind of like during the same time frame, or have they been spread out over the month?
They were still with the law.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thanks. Thank you. Mike, you, Mike.
Hello, can everybody hear me? They are nodding yes. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. So I think the last meeting I mentioned something about one of the digester aerator motors. We had to take it apart and see it actually was burnt up. So we looked at it.
I'm not getting anything. I can't hear you. I heard digester, blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of what I heard too.
Just keep talking. They should show up for the meeting.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Still,
I can't.
hear you.
you can?
Yes,
Yes.
now.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so if you've been down the one-way street, you'll notice that part of the yellow lines have been ground. We rented a grinder, and because we had a written complaint that that's kind of, you know, double no pass on a one-way street. So we had to take care of that. So we rented the grinder and it was, we were the first ones to use it, and the belt broke about 100 feet from the end of what we were doing. So they did not have a replacement belt. So I'm waiting for them to bring one that should be here this week also, then we can finish that job. And the yellow lines will be all erased. So we won't have that anymore. So we're still working on the park, the RV sites. We hauled some more poles over today. We pretty much have all the poles down on the ground. We've been taking them out of the watershed. Now we just got to get them over there and get them inset into the RV parks and continue on with that. So the snow blower is at the Sheridan store. It came in. So by next council meeting, we should have that in our possession and down at the plant where we're going to keep it. So that's good. And we did hire a seasonal help. His name's Blake. You'll see him running around too, doing some work. He's been working out really good. We've had him now for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So he's been a big help. So very thankful for that. And that's about it.
Does anybody have any questions for Mike?
How about the 4x4s, Mike?
Yeah, so Commissioner gave us some 4x4s, and we took them up and unloaded them at the reservoir shop. There's 30 of them. They're 8 foot. They're 4x4s, Douglas fir, for us to use where we need them at the park or somewhere like that. So, and they were donated. So that's kind of a good deal.
We'll see.
Is that Glenda?
What?
I can hear you so
You
much
can-
better.
You can hear me now?
Oh my gosh, it's like you're right next to me.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Hey,
I don't know. Feel like a
I
princess.
think that's all I have, unless somebody has some.
Any other questions for Mike? Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah.
Michelle?
I have no idea what I was going to talk about now, with all this confusion. So planning commission.
Are we
can't-
froze?
I can't tell if she's talking or not.
They're not. The picture's froze.
Like,
Are you
Julie,
there?
There, now people are moving.
I
I'm
thought
not
you
sure what happened there.
Michelle froze us. Michelle,
No, that was Devin.
Devin,
No, we didn't touch it. I think it's the internet or something here, possibly. I don't know what's going on.
anyway, we hear you loud and clear and I see people moving, so we're back to normal.
Oh, now I'm really lost.
start at the beginning because I didn't get any of it. Please.
Neither did I.
Planning Commission's having a meeting next Tuesday at 5.
Where?
It will be, are we doing Zoom only? Zoom only.
Yeah.
So, oh man. What else is going on? Oh, on the 12th of May, there will be volunteers meeting at the jail and a big work party on the planter boxes around town will be dismantled and the new ones will be fixed and in place. And Public Works is working quite a bit with the Common Ground group on that. I don't know. That's all for now.
Any questions for Michelle?
We also have Carol Hills, the 22nd. I'd like to mention that again.
So
Yes,
just
we
mentioning-
have the memorial service for Carol on the 22nd
At 1 PM.
at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And
Which reminds me, I did have the information out for new council position opening. And we only have had one person. I had requested that it be turned in by the 29th so that we could do something tonight and nothing was turned in by the 29th. So we do have one now. So at the next council meeting, I'm hoping that you guys will be able to go ahead and choose somebody for that. So that's going on. And just a heads up, there are 4 positions open this year. And so filing will be, I think, in a couple weeks.
which I mean,
You would ask me, no, you're
I
here.
know.
Emily's and mine.
Yeah, Emily, Ron,
Carol.
Gary, and then whoever takes Carol's position will have to also run.
because I thought Carol and I were on the
We have
same.
to file.
It doesn't
We're
matter
the
because,
passing.
yeah, it's going to be an appointed position.
Oh, they can only go to the end of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
got it.
what happens when somebody's appointed in a position, they have to run in the next election for
matter how long
a
the term
2-year
was.
unexpired term.
So what's
Yeah.
the filing date?
Filing fee? I am not sure. I haven't looked at that.
I think when I filed, if I just jump in here, when I filed, it was minimal.
No, but when the date is what he was asking, the
Oh.
date. It's mid-May. Yeah,
It should be on the county website,
yeah.
but there is no charge because.
Right.
we are
'Cause
such
you
a
don't get
small
paid
city.
enough.
Yeah.
The abuse is too much.
The power.
Any other questions or comments for Michelle? Okay, let's move on. Do we have any
Oh, Sam.
public comment on agenda items? Okay. So let's move on to new business. We have a liquor license special event application for Vision Toledo on July the 10th. They want to have an event. I'm sure it's their wine and cheese.
I'm sure.
Is that correct?
I would assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we, the letter is actually addressed to the mayor from the liquor and cannabis board and wants to make sure that we do not have any objectives. Does the mayor himself handle this or do we need to
The
have?
council needs to approve
Okay, so we would entertain a motion to approve the special event from our side.
So
Yeah.
moved.
I second it. Second. Do we have any discussion? Okay, so let's take a vote. All in favor of approving the special event on July the 10th, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Okay, so motion carries. The second thing we have on the agenda is a resolution 254A, which says a resolution of the city of Toledo declaring personal property item surplus and providing disposition of the same. This has to do with the sale of the older patrol car that we have. Is that
Yes,
correct?
correct.
And so we need, the new car has arrived and being retrofitted, so we want to move the old one. And so we need a motion to approve the disposition of that piece of property.
I so move.
I have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Do we have any discussion concerning? Okay, regarding resolution 254, all in favor indicate by saying aye,
Aye.
Aye.
and any opposed indicate by. Okay,
I need you to read it by title.
yeah, I did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning. You want me to read it again?
No, I
Okay.
just missed it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. And the other thing we have is related to the same thing, and it's ordinance 765, an ordinance of the city of Toledo authorizing an interfund loan from the Water Sewer Capital Improvement Fund to the Police Car Reserve Fund in the sum of $28,000, providing for the terms of repayment and providing for the interest rate and authorizing the expenditure of said fund to pay for 2021 Dodge Charger with police package. And what this has to do is in order to pay for the new vehicle, then we need to take and lend ourselves money out of another fund and on a 3-year term, and you have the paperwork in the packet, and pay a very, very minimal interest to ourselves, I assume. And so, but in order to keep the funds straight, then we need to approve that interfund loan. And so I would entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 765.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance number 765.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
And so we have, do we have any discussion?
So I just wanted to point out that that interest rate, like you had said, is very low. That is what the rate is in the local government investment pool. And so that's why we could do that interest rate of only 0.11%. It is very minor. And then by state law, we have to pay that fund back in 3 years. So that's why it's a 3-year cycle. So, and then on that back page, I did update it from when you guys did approve the purchase of the vehicle. And so I just wanted you to be able to have that information of what, you know, with the loan payments and everything. It looks like the vehicle is probably going to cost, we had anticipated about $38,000. It's going to, once we get this equipment on and everything, it's probably going to be just under 40,000. We're looking at maybe 39.4, something like that. We don't know what the shipping is on the prisoner screen. So once that comes in, there will be a budget amendment too, and then I will update this sheet to that also.
So we have a motion to approve ordinance 765. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 And any opposed? Okay, and that's the end of the new business. On unfinished business, we have the second reading of ordinance number 764. And the title is an ordinance amending the city of Toledo comprehensive land use plan. And so do we need another motion so we need a motion for the second reading of ordinance 764.
I so move.
Have a motion for the approval of the second reading of motion of ordinance 764. Do we have a second?
I will second.
Okay, and do we have any discussion on this item? All those in favor of ordinance number 764, please indicate by saying aye.
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 And opposed?
Thank you guys so much. I mean, this has been a long process and your planning commission has done a great job.
Yes, they
This
have.
has taken well over a year because it's been totally revamped, the whole plan. And so we will get it to the newspaper and 5 days after publication, then that will become new regulation and law. And so just to update you too, the land development codes that they're working on now, that's going to become before you guys soon. They are two documents that work hand in hand. So thank your planning commission and Cindy Samco. Although
Yes.
she's not on planning commission, she's done a tremendous amount of work and I don't know where I'd be without her.
Yeah, she matches Eric's shirt. Do we have other business, COVID-19 updates? Do you have any updates, Michelle?
No, I do not.
Okay, and do we have any public input? Well, we will entertain a motion to dismiss.
I move we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to adjourn and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye,
Aye.
Aye.
and opposed.
We are
Motion
adjourned.
carried. We're adjourned.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Be back next